Hi, I'm Elliot Banks.
Hi, I'm Jack Oliver.
And we are here today with Illamasqua Pride.
And we are talking about all things Pride in this month. But every day is Pride.
Yeah, especially for us.
We live this through and through 365 days a year.
And 3/4.
I think queer people have always been around no matter what. I think queer people have always lived, maybe in the past, in more secrecy because of being feared of being different or being out of the norm. If we were to take it back all the way to 1969, when Stonewall was to happen, I think that would be a pinnacle moment in time of things turning and changing into being a whole new world and to being something that was more forward thinking. So even that being 52 years ago, like, it's not actually that long.
I mean, we've all got grandparents who are older than that age.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think of such a short time ago it was so unacceptable. And if you think about back in those times as well, it was even illegal to wear different articles of clothing for the opposite gender. Like, that was something that was illegal. These people were in a bar called Stonewall and it was constantly getting raided, obviously, because at the time it was illegal to be a certain way or wear certain things, and it just took people to say no.
Yeah.
And that's where the change happened. And that person who did enforce that no was Marsha P. Johnson, who was a black trans woman. In 1978, nearly 10 years after Stonewall, the first pride flag was created.
First ever pride flag being not even that far away from us, but seeing how it's evolved throughout the years.
Yeah.
Because the pride flag is very different from what it looked like back then.
We've seen pride go from just being gay to introducing POC, trans people and queer people and intersex and asexual and pansexual and bisexual. I mean, there's so many different umbrellas and different terms, but it's nice to know that as we grow, we are welcoming more people into this queer family of love. It's nice about the pride flag as well. If you see it hanging outside a venue or wherever, you just know that that is going to be a safe space for you to be.
It's a good avenue to know where you can go and kind of enjoy yourself and take your friends and your family and be able to kind of have a good time and know that you will be safe. I think the thing with Section 28 is that was exactly it. We weren't allowed to know. We weren't allowed to be taught about it. We weren't allowed to know about things like that. That being, introduced by somebody that generally didn't want us to exist and put a lot across to make sure that we weren't heard and that people weren't understood. And I think that's in our lifetime.
I mean, people are always going to be for and against it. People have different views, but I think as long as you're not hurting anyone, what's the deal?
Yeah.
I think if you're going to school, you should be educated on all walks of life. Queer people do exist, and we always have, and we always will.
There's so many petitions. Non-binary people just got, turned down for being recognised as a legal gender in this country, which is, it's crazy to think they're still saying no to things like this. And
we've come so far in such a short time, but there is still so much work to do, and that's why it's so good to have a voice and be loud and be unapologetically yourself, especially in a month of Pride when you've got all eyes on you. You can share GoFundMes, you can sign petitions, be that voice, and we only get somewhere when we say no, this is not okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's why we have to just keep moving forward and, no matter who you are, just enjoy everyday life and enjoy who you are as a person. And that being non-binary, trans, a cis person, it doesn't matter. The community is at large. It's not just a singularity. It's a huge community that the world can enjoy.
And if we can make just the slightest bit of difference, if someone goes out there and goes, I will share that GoFundMe, or I will sign that petition, or do you know what, I'm going to be unapologetically myself today and put a bit more eyeshadow on than they usually would, you're probably going to inspire someone else. You have to pay these kind of things forward. I mean, the fact that we can sit here and openly educate the audience and be openly queer and dress literally however we want.
I think we can just inspire everybody.
Yeah.
And Illamasqua as a brand can inspire, so thank you so much for having us today.
Yeah, thank you.